guys, I'm making a video. What a shocker. So I'm making a video because I want this channel to be an actual channel. I want to post videos. I want to make this little channel a community. And I know I've only been posting like reaction videos to specifically Thomas's stuff on here up until now. I have some ideas for some videos I want to make, and I want to make with my friend Ash, who also has a YouTube channel. And I figured a good place to start would be to tell you all about me. So, what do I mean by tell you about me? Well, for right now, I'm just talking about like my hobbies, my interests, the fandoms I'm in, so that you won't be shocked if a video comes out where I'm talking about She-Ra or something like that. So in this video, I'm gonna talk about all the things I love, basically, and all the things that I spend my time obsessing over rather than being productive. I'll start with music taste, since that's the easiest one to explain. For a genre, I have to say it's alternative rock. I primarily listen to the emo quartet, if you know what that is. If you follow me, you probably do, but if you don't, then that's Panic at the Disco, 21 Pilots, My Chemical Romance, and Fall Out Boy. Those are the 4 bands that I actually follow, listen to, whatever. I do listen to other artists occasionally, like Troye Sivan, Billie Eilish. Here and there, I will find songs that I like rather than artists. There's some more obscure bands that I listen to sometimes, like Make Out Monday or Mr. Wives or Saint Motel. I'm still getting into them. I haven't become obsessed with them quite yet. But the main bands that I listen to are the emo quartet. Of the emo quartet, the main band I listen to is Panic at the Disco, and that is not an understatement. You could probably ask me anything about Panic at the Disco and I will most likely have the answer. I once got a perfect score on a 17 question Guess the Panic at the Disco song in 1 second video. Even though one of them wasn't even a Panic at the Disco song, it was Brendan Urie performing the DuckTales theme song on Jimmy Fallon. I still got it in 1 second. So yeah, I'm a trash can. As for the other bands, they're bands that I'm getting into currently. I love the people in them. I think they're fantastic. I love the music style, but I don't have the time or the knowledge of them to say that they're ones that I'm obsessed with yet. I know primarily 1 or 2 albums for each of them. For My Chemical Romance, I listen to Danger Days and The Black Parade. I haven't gone further back than that yet. For Fall Out Boy, I listen to Mania, American Beauty, American Psycho, and Say Rock and Roll. I haven't gone back farther than that, although I do listen to like Dance Dance and Thanks for the Memories every once in a while. For 21 Pilots, I know Trench and Blurryface. I do know Car Radio and a couple songs that were from the previous albums, but I have not gone back farther yet. So I'm gradually working my way backwards like I did with Panic, because if you don't know how I found Panic when I went to the Amazing Tours Not on Fire in 2016, and they played Victorious before the show. And I got obsessed with that song, so I bought the whole album on iTunes of Death of a Bachelor, and I became obsessed. So I started listening to the albums gradually, going back further and further, and now I'm a trash can for pre-split Panic. I'm also a trash can for post-split Panic. I'm just a Panic trash can. Although if Brendan never heard me say that, he'd probably get mad because he doesn't like when his fans call themselves trash. Whoops. Sorry, Brendan. Moving on to fandoms. This is hard because I am interested in a lot of different things, shows, books, whatever, blah, blah. And it's hard to really pinpoint what equals something I should describe as part of like what you should know about me. That's a really hard thing to figure out. But I'll start with the most obvious things that like I'm into at the moment. And that's She-Ra and the Princesses of Power. The new reboot that's on Netflix is fantastic. I love it so much. Miraculous Ladybug, I'm not happy with at the moment, but I'm following it anyway because I got sucked into this stupid French little superhero show. I used to be in Voltron when it was a thing, but now I kind of just look back on it and shudder. I love Harry Potter, I love Disney, I love Star Wars, I love Marvel, I love How to Train Your Dragon a lot. I love Yuri on Ice, I love Free, and I love musicals like Be More Chill, Lightning Thief musical, Newsies, A Gentleman's Guide to Love and Murder, Phantom of the Opera, Wicked, Hamilton. I mean, I'm obsessed. And those are like the fandoms I guess I should talk about. about. I do like some book series that you probably have maybe heard of, maybe not. I've been reading the book series called The Warriors since I was in 4th grade. I'm still reading it to this day. I used to read the Lunar Chronicles back when they were a thing. I love the book called The Scorpio Races. There's a book called Gentleman's Guide to Vice and Virtue, which is fantastic, and the title is a combination of a Broadway musical and a Panic at the Disco album, so I'm like, it's perfect. Not to mention, it's gay historical fiction, so perfect. I love a book called The Daughter of the Pirate King. I just read that one recently. It was very, very good. I read the Land of the Stories series. I read Harry Potter, obviously. I read Half Upon a Time, although I can't remember that one very well. I read the books of Elsewhere. I've read a lot of books. Reading is one of my hobbies. Now, if we're talking about people, obviously I follow Brendan Urie because Panic at the Disco. But typically the people I follow aren't like celebrities like Chris Evans or Chris Hemsworth or Robert Downey Jr. Although I do follow them, I just loosely follow them. I'm not obsessed with them. The people I'm obsessed with are like YouTubers like Thomas Sanders, Jacksepticeye, Markiplier, Dan and Phil, and Crank That Frank is a newer one. And those are the ones that like have taken over my life. I remember back when I found Jack's channel. Jack is the first one I ever watched, and that's how I learned how YouTube really worked. I had no idea that like you could go on YouTube and find a person who consistently like uploaded videos of a certain type and like that person was the channel. Like, I had no idea. I just went on YouTube to watch weird animated cats and stuff. So Jack's channel introduced me to the world of YouTubers, and I've been obsessed with him ever since, and I still remember when his hair used to be green. Also remember when he used to wear this hat. The main YouTuber right now that I enjoy, obviously, is Thomas Sanders and his amazing friends. I am so active in this fandom. It's the one that I am most known for. Hell, I've been recognized on other YouTubers' channels in the comments as my Wattpad account that I use to write Sanderside's fan fiction. It's kind of crazy how much I have a pull in the fandom now, and it's like terrifying and also amazing. And someone asked me for a picture at Playlist Live, not this year, but last year, and it was like, what the hell is going on? So this is the one that I'm rooted in, the one that I'm staying in forever, and the one that I'm really, really proud to be a part of and really want to share my creativity with. Now, what is my creativity? My creativity includes writing and drawing primarily. I draw a lot of fan art, whether it's traditional or digital art, and I write a lot of fan fiction. Now, before anyone who doesn't know that goes rushing to the comments to rant about how it's gross, I don't write smut. There is more than one genre of fan fiction. I primarily write fluff and like adventure romance. I don't write smut. Maybe occasionally it'll be implied when necessary, but like I don't write it. I personally don't feel comfortable writing that kind of scene with someone who is a real person that I know. That's weird to me. Like, I don't want to think about that. That's so weird. My fan fiction is primarily like action, adventure, fluff, AUs specifically, because I find it more difficult to write original stories when they take place in the Mind Palace. It just feels like every book ever that takes place in the Mind Palace has like the same basic plot. If it's Princiety, it's, oh, they hate each other, angsty, pining, oh my god. And oh my god, anxiety medicine, so anxiety's dying or whatever. And then logicality is like, oh my god, Logan's in love with Patton, but he doesn't like feelings, so he's all denying it. And Patton's in love with Logan, but he's scared because he doesn't like feelings. And oh my god, angst. And it's like, can you just, okay. We get it. I try to use AUs to inspire people to think differently about characters. Currently on Wattpad, I have the Sanderside's fanfics. Those are my primary ones. I have a couple Raiden fanfics, if you don't know what Raiden is. Raiden is the ship between Panic at the Disco's Brendan Urie and Ryan Ross, back when Ryan Ross was still a member of the lineup from 2005 to 2009. They were shipped together heavily, and many people believe that they were actually in a relationship. Well, that's another topic for another day. I have a Clans one-shot book, but that's pretty much inactive right now because Voltron ended and left me disappointed and dead inside. And I have an old boyfriend's one-shot book that is the ship between Michael Mel and Jeremy here from Be More Chill. I don't really update it anymore. It was kind of just a spur of the moment. I need to write about these characters, but I don't really write about them anymore. maybe I'll go back to him at some point. I have, in the past on Wattpad, written for Fan, which is Dan and Phil's ship, and Septiplier, which is Jacksepticeye and Markiplier. I do not know if I will ever go back to those, but I do have drafts I could post if people would like that. I would like to broaden my subjects. I want to write one-shots for Hatchery Dragon characters and maybe even She-Ra characters at some point, but we'll see. I have a lot of books on Wattpad and I have a pretty loaded schedule, so I should probably rein in the books I do have right now before I start new ones. Another creative way I try to contribute to the community is animation. That is a new one that I am getting better at as I go. I have not really been able to experiment with it a lot yet, but I was actually just working on something. I used to do it one way. I do have 2 animatics on the channel right now, and those were made using a painting program and a video editor and splicing pictures together. That is not the good way of doing it. The good way of doing it is getting an actual animation program, which I actually got. So hopefully I'll be able to put out more animatics and animations in the future. Another hobby of mine is singing and acting. I love singing, and I don't know if I'm very good at it. I don't think I am, but I think I'm good enough that maybe at some point I'll post some covers on here if I have the equipment and the confidence. I just love singing songs, and I love acting out musicals and stuff like that. So maybe we'll get some maybe I'll grab a couple of my friends and we'll do a recreation of some theater scenes. That would be really fun. I also really want to cosplay, so maybe I could do cosplay music videos at some point. That would be fun. Another hobby of mine is playing the violin. I used to play violin since 4th grade up until I dropped it in 9th grade. So however many years that is, I don't feel like doing the math. I played violin. And I still play the violin, but it's not very often. It's kind of dusty now. I'm a bit rusty on it, but I do love the violin. And maybe I can get back into it once I have more time. Then I can use that to maybe make me my own original music, which is something I really would love to do at some point. I don't know if I will ever be able to because I don't have the basic skills required to do that or the equipment required to do that, but I can try. Another hobby of mine is playing video games. Obviously, I play Overwatch, I play Spyro, I play Detroit Become Human, and I play a game called Okami. Those are the main games that I play. I used to play Cuphead at my dad's house, but I no longer go to my dad's house, and Cuphead is not available on the PS4 for some reason, so I have not gotten back around to playing Cuphead, but Cuphead is one of my favorite video games of all time. But the one I play the most right now is Overwatch because it's the only one where I play with someone. It's the only online game I play. So I hope that told you a little bit about me. I think that I've covered everything. Knowing my luck, I'll probably have forgotten something and I'll be like, shit, I forgot something major about myself that I can't believe I forgot to mention when I was doing a video about myself. But hopefully I said I got it all, and if I didn't, I guess I will talk about it in another video at some point, and that's all for this video. I do have videos that I want to make that might come in the future. I don't know when, don't ask me. I do want to make some videos with my friend Ash, like I mentioned. Those will be really funny, and I have some skits that I'd like to do. And we'll see. I'm exploring this. I'm adventuring here. This is not a world I'm familiar with from this side of the fence. So we'll see. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gave you a little bit more insight into what you might expect from me in the future in terms of what I might talk about, what I might center my channel around. And I hope to see you soon, and I hope this wasn't boring. So I hope to see you soon, and thank you so much for watching. Obviously, you know all that crap about giving a thumbs up and subscribing and stuff. I don't want to bore you with it. So I just want to thank you for watching. If you're a part of any of the fandoms or anything that I listed in this video, you could let me know down in the comments, and we can find something in common. That'd be fun. So I will see you guys hopefully very soon. Bye!